The Honourable Deputy Speaker, Honourable Prime Minister, the Honourable Leader of Opposition, Honourable Members of Parliament, ladies and gentlemen, and a special greeting to Mr. Sonok from Nakinda Village. At the onset, I wish to pass on my congratulatory message of His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, on his outstanding address at the opening of the new session of Parliament. Honourable Deputy Speaker, I must say that I'm truly blessed and honoured to be here today. A year ago, I came into Parliament with a willing heart to serve all Fijians, particularly the youths, after being given the portfolio for youth and sports by the Honourable Prime Minister. The Honourable Deputy Prime Minister, the Deputy Speaker, the experience has been one of the best learning opportunity for me, particularly visiting youths around Fiji and hearing about the challenges they encounter daily. My Assistant Minister and I have collectively visited close to 500 youth clubs out of the 2,542 registered youth clubs in the country. The latest of which was my recent visit through the invitation by the youth of Nakinda, Raketi and Wairorua in the district of Nangonidolo in the interior of Naitasiri. We will continue until we visit all registered clubs and the government. Honourable Deputy Speaker, although inaccessible to basic infrastructure such as road and electricity, the youth of Nakinda are actively engaged in agriculture and are full of enthusiasm for further development of their village. It was to show that although they are in the interior, they have received government assistance from the Ministry of Youth and Sports, and they invited us to monitor and visit what they have achieved. Enthusiasm, as Henry Chester rightly said, and I quote, "Enthusiasm is the greatest assets in the world today," unquote. It's beat money, power and influence, and I'm convinced that the youth that value enthusiasm are our greatest investment, and I'm heartened by the level of enthusiasm and dedication shown by these youths in Nakinda, Raketi and Wairorua. This is one of the government policy, is to reach the unreached and develop the underprivileged and the underdeveloped. Honourable Deputy Speaker, at this juncture, I would like to make reference to the speech delivered by His Excellency Ratu Epeli Nalatikau. In his opening speech made mention of young people wanting a list of basic necessity that must be seriously considered. And these are stability, to have the opportunity to create a livelihood themselves, to build one Fiji for the future, to access better services including technology, and to have a clear career path for professional development. Honourable Deputy Speaker, for the past years, the Ministry of Youth and Sports, in partnership with our stakeholders like UNDP, have been conducting leadership and civic education training, incorporated peace building skills in youth training at community level. This, Honourable Deputy Speaker, is to equip youths with civic pride, leadership and peace-building knowledge and skills towards building a better and a united Fiji. In addition, the Ministry has been actively engaged in programs that empower youths to create a better livelihood for themselves. This is through our youth grants programs that provide assistance to youth operating in income-generating projects. I wish to highlight one shining example of a vibrant youth club that has greatly utilized the Ministry assistance, the Youth Club of Makolei Solevu village in Solevumbua. These are Tauke youths who are successful in income-generating projects, and these are there are clubs, majority of the Tauke, that share their successful story during the Youth and the Sports Conference held at the National Gymnasium 2 days ago, and will be closing today. The Tauke Youth Club from Makolei Village generated a combined revenue of more than 60,000 from the assistance rendered to them by our divisional office in the Northern Division, and these youths have gone further to bigger and brighter things. This is just one example of countless success stories garnered through a committed front by our ministry. Honorable Deputy Speaker, Fijian youth now more than ever play an important role in Fiji's development. Fiji's population between the ages of 15 and 35 years make up 38% of the total numbers. Fiji's constitution lowers the voting age to 18 years, and this gives more young people in Fiji the opportunity to choose their leaders, in particular directly in the democratic decision-making process. I'm also very proud of the fact that the Constitution provides a range of rights and freedoms that enable young people to participate in Fiji's socio-economic development process, including the right to free speech and publication, the freedom of assembly and association, education, and economic participation. Honorable Deputy Speaker, in exercising these rights, young people need to have a clear understanding of policies, laws, and regulations that facilitate the delivery of these rights and freedoms. To aid in the delivery of these rights and freedoms in the national youth policy, the policy is in current form and taking on board the interests of all stakeholders and sectors, including government strategic direction for 2015 to 2018, as well as relevant regional and international youth declaration and the commitments that comes with it. Honorable Deputy Speaker, to ensure that youth policies are heard, the policies mandates the setup of district council, provincial councils, and a higher forum, the National Youth Council of Fiji, which was set up in 2012. The National Youth Council of Fiji is the umbrella body for youths and the platform to voice their concerns. Our national youth policy is a recognized document and is mentioned in the latest developed green growth framework of the Fiji government, as it recognized that Fijian youths are vital components of our national development amidst the many challenges they constantly encounter. I'm also pleased to mention in this August House that at the recently held Pacific Region Commonwealth Youth Minister meeting in Apia, Samoa, we received a great amount of positive feedbacks from our Pacific Island neighbors with regards to how well our national youth policy is being implemented. Honorable Deputy Speaker, I also wish to focus your attention on the inroads being accomplished by the Ministry to ensure equal participation of young women in all developed aspects of youth and sports alike. Since taking up office, one of the most daunting tasks that I saw needed most attention was the luring of and attracting of young women in youth clubs. Youth clubs were mainly male-dominated, with little or no representation by females in this, and this was a major concern which needed urgent addressing. Honorable Deputy Speaker, I'm pleased to say, however, that this has seen a major improvement during recent visits to youth clubs around the country. I have noticed the steady increase in the participation of young women in youth clubs. On the islands of Rambi, for example, there are clubs solely for young mothers who have seen fit to group together for their collective benefit while still maintaining their ties to the larger youth groups. It is undoubtedly clear that women play a pivotal role in our day-to-day living and an instrumental part of the family unit. It is for this reason the Ministry of Youth and Sports will continue to empower young women across the country, across its programs, which will in turn ensure that our future generation are brought up in a sound and maturing environment. Honorable Deputy Speaker, as I address this August House, the National Youth and Sports Conference is currently being held at the FMF Gymnasium and sees the representation of youth from a wide array of ethnic, social, religious, and cultural backgrounds. It provides a platform for youth, especially young women, to voice their thoughts on national fronts, as well as provide an ideal means for them to showcase their brilliant and innovation mindset to their male counterparts. Yesterday, this youth formulates a declaration that they call the Laudala Declaration. This declaration was formulated by the youth for the youth and handed over to me last night to be presented into Cabinet. His Excellency the President rightly mentioned, and I quote, "We need to take a united approach to the development of our nation and to ensure that the best interests of the nation are at the forefront of public actions and decisions," unquote. This united approach, Honourable Deputy Speaker, will be embodied as we head into the future without any form of discrimination, be it gender, sexual, ethnic, religious, cultural, or political. I have high hopes that our future is steady and unshakable, because I have seen the strides taken by our young leaders of today, especially the Toke, and there is no doubt that the future is in good hands. Honourable Deputy Speaker, before I conclude, please allow me, as the Minister responsible for sports, to wish our gladiators the very best of the remainder of the pool games at the 2015 World Cup in England. They played with determination and bravery against England, and it did again this morning against Australia. And may I remind them that win or lose, they remain our champions. The Ministry, through the National Sports Commission, will continue with its sports outreach programs, sports equipment distribution, train the trainers programs, educate the educator programs, kids in sports, wellness, community tournaments. It will support the sports grants given to overseas tours for teams, hosting of international team locally, sports scholarships, sport terms experts, and international coaches. Honourable Deputy Speaker, to conclude, I wish to once again thank His Excellency, the President of the Republic of Fiji, for his challenging and reaffirming opening address, and the Government of the day for the trust placed in the Ministry to ensure the empowerment of our young Fijian proves worthwhile. Again, affirm my unwavering commitment to this duty to realize the full potential of young people for the benefit of our country and its future. May God bless His Excellency and the First Lady and continue to bless Fiji. Nawale.